In this video, I will reveal how Magus Utopia performed his famous nightmare illusion. Here's a quick recap of what happened. The magician begins by laying on a bed, sets an alarm, covers himself up with a blanket, and falls asleep. Suddenly, he disappears, and a woman in a scary black costume appears in his bed. Some other weirdly dressed performers join the woman on stage with a platform. Afterward, Magus's bed is moved backwards, and another platform is brought on stage. This platform has a spherical stand above it, from which a huge spark comes out. After the huge spark, the magician reappears, standing on the platform in a different costume. Then he is forced into a cage, and the cage is taped all around with black tape. Thereafter, the cage is suspended in the air by a rope from above the stage, and each of the performers thrust long spears into it. Following that, the cage is raised further upward and set ablaze. Once the cage catches fire, the bed is brought before the stage by the performers, and the magician's blanket is spread above it. Amazingly, Magus reappears on the bed in perfect condition, without a scratch, and wearing the costume he began the show in. Well, how did Magus execute this illusion? Here is an explanation of how he did them. Firstly, the bed the magician sleeps on is not flat underneath, but curved. Secondly, you'll notice a dark gap between his body and the bed when he is about to lie on the bed after setting the alarm. It appears as if the bedsheet is split apart and an object is in that position, but after that moment he covers himself up with the bedspread. Also, after covering himself up, you'll notice that his legs don't seem normal under the bedsheet, as there is a weird bulge in his leg's position. This bulge is present in that position because the woman he transforms into is hiding under the sheets and her legs are in the bed's curved base. As it turns out, the woman had been in the sheets with him when he spread the sheet above himself. She positions herself before him while he shifts his waist backwards. This explains why he doesn't remove the blanket completely when he sits up to set the alarm. If he did that, the woman would be revealed and his tricks wouldn't have worked. When the switch takes place, he suddenly turns invisible, and the woman replaces him in the position he was seated on the bed. Then, when the woman reveals herself, the magician is hiding inside the hidden compartment of the bed, and a slit can be seen above the bed. Additionally, after the woman gets off the bed isn't taken off stage. The bed is connected to a spherical stand fixed to a platform that eventually produces a huge spark. You'll observe that the bed is placed on top of the platform so he can come out of the hidden compartment. He comes out of the base of the hidden compartment in the bed and hides in the base of the platform. Thereafter, the bed is removed after the magician has successfully hidden himself in the base of the platform. Then he reveals himself and stands on the platform when the spherical stand produces a huge spark. In addition, you'll notice that there is a camouflage door on the surface of the platform, which is where Magus comes out from when the huge spark occurs. Also, you'll notice that the base of the platform is similarly curved to the base of the bed, which enables the magician to hide there unnoticed. When the magician is locked in a cage, you'll notice from the side view of the two hosts, there is a bulge underneath the cage as well, which is where the magician hides himself after the cage is covered with black tape. Hence, when multiple spears are lunged into the cage and when it is set ablaze in the air, he is hiding in its lower compartment on the ground. As this goes on, the cage's lower compartment is connected to the bed, and he gets out of it and goes into the bed's hidden compartment. Then you'll observe a movement in the bulge underneath the bed after it is connected to the cage's lower compartment. Thereafter, the bed was detached from the cage's platform and returned to the initial position it was at the beginning of the show. Then the performer spread the blanket above it to give Magus cover to come out of the hidden compartment and lie on the bed. Behind this mask, only the truth remains till we meet again.